This video today because tomorrow I will be breaking my own rule. Basically, I made a pact with myself because only me would make this pact. And basically, I said I was refusing to pay to go see another DCEU movie in the cinema. I said I'm not contributing to this universe no more because I'm absolutely tired of the shit they have brought out. Or I would say the shit, the mediocre, or just the okay, or the one fantastic film. But in a way, I kind of have not broke my pact. Basically, my brother has gone on and on how this movie looks amazing, this movie looks okay to me, the trailers have not sold me, and basically my brother's girlfriend said she will buy me a ticket for me to go see it with them, so I'm going tomorrow to see it. Cracked people. Free ticket, I mean, free movie? Now, funny enough, I never actually paid to go see Justice League. Let me explain. I'm with Odeon, and you build up points over every time you go see a movie. I had enough points for a free ticket. Same what I did with Solo. Had enough points for a free ticket, so I used those points to get a free ticket, and I went and saw it. And obviously, Justice League disappointed me to the point of giving up on the DCEU. There's been a lot of problems with the Flash movie. This Aquaman movie to me looks okay. Shazam actually looks decent. Shazam actually looks good. But I digress. I'm breaking my own rule and going to the cinema to see another DCEU movie. Now, I'm going to try and leave my skepticalism at the door tomorrow. I'm going to go in with an open mind, as I should, because if I go in closed, it's not going to be a fair review at the end of the day. But I'm here to make this video the day before I go see Aquaman to tell you what I would have personally done with DCEU. Now, this is my version of the DCEU. Of course, you can disagree, you can agree, but at the end of the day, I am a huge DC fan and I feel let down as a fan, so here is my version of the DCEU. Now, I would start it the exact same way with Man of Steel. Man of Steel to me is the greatest Superman movie ever made. That's right, I love the Christopher Reeve Superman 1, 2, number 3 is okay, number 4, don't get me started. And Superman Returns, say no more. But basically, Man of Steel did something for me the moment I saw the teaser trailers in the cinema. From when I saw it twice in one day, I saw it 3 times total in the cinema. I loved the Man of Steel. One thing I hated about the movie was the casting of Lois Lane. She was the wrong fit for Lois Lane. I'm sorry, she just did not fit for what Lois Lane was for me. But that's a little snippet. Man of Steel still stands up to me as one of the best Superman movies ever made, and I think it's the best DCEU movie made so far. Now, obviously, the next movie was Batman vs Superman, which was a rushed movie which should never have been made in that time. Here's what I would have done. I would have greenlit a solo Batman movie. That's right, a solo Batman movie, but it could be set in 2 times which are very similar, because you could have it set either before Man of Steel, right, and they could end it for how, you know, Batman vs Superman started when he's in Metropolis and all the fights going on, right, you could end it there, or you could set it while the events of Man of Steel are going on. Batman's dealing with something with either in Gotham, like a flood of villains, or set in Arkham Asylum, right? Batman's cut off, has no radio contact, has no idea what's going on, and as he gets out, that's when he finds out. Either way, the Batman would set up Batman versus Superman, and obviously you could have called the movie The Batman. I think that could have worked. I think that would have been a perfect title and a great way to introduce us to the Ben Affleck Batman. And may I just add, the casting of Superman and Batman have been great choices so far. So please don't think I hate on them, because I absolutely love them. Look, a Batman tattoo. Now, here comes Batman vs Superman, my version. I would have heavily took the inspiration of Frank Miller on this movie. They called this movie Batman vs Superman, but Batman vs Superman only fights for like 5 minutes. What was the fucking point of calling it Batman vs Superman if they were going to fight for 5 minutes? And fucking don't get me started on Martha. I bet the dropping people calling the child Martha has dropped over since that movie came out. But here's my version of Batman vs Superman. I would have made Batman vs Superman not obviously a fit for what Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns was, because that's what Ben Affleck's Batman was set on. But if I would have done that movie, I would have set it on building up the fight of Batman versus Superman, them fighting, I still would have kept Gal Gadot in this movie. Now, here's my personal opinion. If it was me, I would never have cast Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Not that I hate on her as Wonder Woman, because the way they did it, they adapted the movies so she could bring out her acting ability to make the character seem good. But even the person who did Wonder Woman, the director of the woman, even she goes, if she was casting Wonder Woman, she would never have cast Gal Gadot. She was happy with her performance, but she would never have cast her. I personally wouldn't have cast her. I think Gal Gadot looks like if you pinched her, she'll bruise too easy. I think Wonder Woman should have more of a physical presence, and I don't think Gal Gadot brings that along as Wonder Woman should. So I would have cast somebody completely different in the role of Wonder Woman. I would have had Batman vs Superman. Just straight up fighting. Those two are distracting each other. You could keep Doomsday in there. You could. You could have them fight out easily. You could end it with Superman dying by Doomsday. Keep that, but you take out the dirt rising from the coffin. You take that straight out, because at the end of the day, that was a piss take. That was Warner Brothers pussying out of ending that movie on a downer. They wanted to end it. No, Superman's going to come back. Really? You realize when Infinity War ended, I'm sorry, but when Infinity War ended, yeah, we knew as fans they were going to come back, but they did not end that movie in any way to say that they will come back. Yeah, we knew as fans that the Black Panther 2, Spider-Man, but in the movie itself, they did not say that these people are coming back at all. And I'm sorry, DC pussied out, in my opinion. So we come on to the Wonder Woman movie. I would have kept the Wonder Woman movie perfectly fine. I found the Wonder Woman movie a okay movie. It did not wow me it did not wow me. I thought the CGI was a bit crap. Like I said, they adapted the movie for Gal Gadot to bring out her Wonder Woman, which was perfectly fine. I enjoyed the story. The ending battle was just terrible for me. It was just terrible. I was like, this is literally like an Injustice, the game, boss battle. It should never have been like that. And obviously, for me, I would have cast a different woman in the role. Now, I know I've missed out Suicide Squad from this equation, because I don't think Suicide Squad should have been made at this current point. I think I enjoyed it in the cinema, but looking back on it, it did not do what it was supposed to do. It should have made Joker the villain at the end of the day, and it should not have been Jared Leto. Or it could have been Jared Leto, but they should have done the Joker in a very different way, in my personal opinion. So in my DCEU, the Suicide Squad movie would not have been made yet in my, because I think the movie should have set up Justice League, whereas you could have done Suicide Squad a bit later down the line. I'm not even looking forward to I hate the title of this Birds of Prey. I'm not even gonna say, oh my lord, oh terrible. I'm sorry, but what the fuck are you lot thinking? Okay. My Justice League movie. Now, like I said, I found the Justice League movie that came out in the cinema a pile of dog shit. It was all over the place. It was not consistent. It was this. Oh, the lick on fucking Superman. Right. This is how I personally would have done the Justice League. This main story should have been set, in my personal opinion, on Doomsday. Steppenwolf was a bad choice for this, and this obviously, I think. Even DC fans can agree that this CGI in this movie and on Steppenwolf was absolutely terrible. I think we can all come together and say that, because it was a step down, as it should have been. But obviously they had issues. Obviously Snyder's daughter taking her own life, he had to step down, or he has been fired. I seriously don't know. But at the end of the day, he had to go, and Joss Whedon stepped in. I would have kept the casting of the Flash. Spot on. Cyborg with his PS2 looking graphics. That's why he looked like a fucking PS2 character. I would have kept the casting fine. He was an okay. Aquaman, okay. I'm not really a fan of Jason Momoa's acting. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen him in Game of Thrones. I think you could cast anybody in that role. He's still yet to win me over. But obviously, I'm going to see Aquaman tomorrow. So, very much my opinion can change on this. Like I said, I'm going to see Aquaman on an open mind. So don't take this video as me bashing DCE that I'm going to go in close mind. No. I'm going to go in because apparently this is a very much DC. This is they've got new people running it, so I'm going to go in like a new fan, if that makes sense. So yeah, all the casting's fine. It would have had a new actress as Wonder Woman. For me, in my DCEU, I don't know an actress yet. I can't say it off the top of my head, but I would have had a different actress. So Gal Gadot is not in this movie. He is a different actress of Wonder Woman. Here's the thing now. I would have made it so that the okay, in Man of Steel, I would have made it that he would have had a Fortress of Solitude that would have come up from the ship or something like that. I don't know. Something in Man of Steel would have happened that he would have had a Fortress of Solitude there, or it could have already been there, put there ages ago. I don't know. But it would have had a Fortress of Solitude. And basically, they will go and get, because I would have made it Darkseid coming to get them. Because I'm sorry, you're not going to lose to Darkseid in Batman vs Superman and not. Nah, I'm sorry. No. And in my Batman vs Superman, you would not have had that Flash scene. You would not have had it. That would have been took out. Because I'm sorry, that was too convoluted. I had my mother sitting there. We watched it in my house here. My mother's sitting there, and she's like, well, what the hell just happened? My mother is a casual fan. She's a casual fan. But even she said that this movie, Batman vs Superman, there was too much in there, and it was just felt convoluted, which it was. So that Flashy would have been taken out, right? So I would have had them go and get Superman, but find that his body is missing. They dig up the grave, it's missing. I always thought as well that the you know when the dirt moved in the Batman vs Superman, I thought that was Darkseid booming. I would have felt Darkseid booming Superman to his place, but obviously that wasn't. So yeah, I would have had him in the Fortress of Solitude by those robots or something like that. I think that would have been a better idea. And obviously, I think that you could either have Batman track him down, or something would have happened to Superman for him to wake up. But Superman is in the black suit, as you can see, hair grown, everything. That would have been Superman. And basically, the Justice League are obviously going after Darkseid as they would to stop him doing to Earth. You know, taking over the Earth, destroying it, turning it into another apocalypse. And basically, as they're all down, battered, about to basically die, in comes black suited Superman to fuck this guy up. If you watch this Justice League animated movie, they all step up to Darkseid. Even Batman, he puts his belt in the chest and blows. They're trying to get him back through the portal. So this would have been a perfect opportunity, in my opinion, to have a brilliant Justice League team up. To be fair, I have two favourite scenes from Justice League. So I'm not gonna, actually three. So I'm not going to say that the movie was all trash. First favourite scene is when you see the Green Lanterns. So my first favourite scene is probably the Flash scene when he runs them. My second favourite scene is the Green Lanterns. And my third favourite scene is when Aquaman sits on Wonder Woman's rope and basically tells the truth. Those are three brilliant scenes. So yeah, I also would have ended this year. So they would have defeated Darkseid. He would have gone back. So he obviously would see him at a later date. I would have ended this though. I would have put a post-credit scene in there. I would have put it in to kind of set up a Green Lantern movie, because I believe that you could have put all three main. Like, I know there's more than 3 human Green Lanterns, but I think you could have put Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, and John Stewart in there. You know, ready to come back to Earth, or they're in space. You could have and set up basically the Green Lantern War, which is all the colour spectrums fighting. I would have set that up instead of setting up later, because I really want to see the Blackest Night happen. If you're not sure, realize what the Blackest Night is. It's when Dead Lanterns come back with the Black Ring. It's fucking amazing. One of the best storylines DC have ever done. So I would definitely recommend you go checking out that story. So yeah, that is my version of the DCEU. Like I said, I'm going to see Aquaman tomorrow. So I will do my review probably tomorrow. Probably. Not really sure. Even tomorrow or Friday, but I will definitely let you know what I think of Aquaman, and if I will be going to see Shazam. Because Shazam actually had me thinking I wanted to go see it. So this movie has got me thinking a lot. To be fair, I want them to sort Flash out, because Flash is just fucking down the tube. They need to sort this guy out. I really want to see what the Green Lantern, what they've announced is going to bring, but they need to fucking sort out that Birds of Prey. I'm sorry, they need to sort out that title. It is ridiculous. That's my personal view. Comment below and let me know your thoughts, and have a pleasant day.